Hi, my name is Sonal and I'm here to talk to you about Neighborhood Match, a visual view of the perfect neighborhood for you. Sitting in my house, it's a beautiful quiet evening and I'm wishing that at 9:30 p.m. I could just go hop skip jump to a restaurant, pick up dinner and come back home really quickly. Only the problem is that the closest restaurant is closed and it would take me about 20 minutes to get to the closest restaurant that really serves my food, my favorite food, and is open. I did spend about 3 months trying to look for my home and found the perfect home, but I really didn't find that perfect neighborhood while I was at it. You may have moved and relocated to new cities, or you might be in the process of relocation. Regardless, we all make life changing decisions when it comes to joining a new job, when it comes to relocating for school or college, when we get married, or even when we retire. We all tend to move cities. This is where Neighborhood Match is that perfect solution to help you find the neighborhood that meets your needs. In terms of the problem that we're really trying to solve with Neighborhood Match, we're trying to help you find that perfect neighborhood, which really is a personalized way of searching, a visual way of searching, and we're trying to solve the problem around, helping you see data around your desired neighborhood amenities, which is very unclear. We also want to solve the problem of having trustworthy data be available to you and avoiding all that extra time that people take in researching. What is Neighborhood Match? It is for professionals relocating to a new city, providing a personalized, visually interactive way to find the perfect neighborhood. Unlike Zillow and Craigslist or other real estate or community sites, Neighborhood Match visually maps comprehensive local information in proximity to an epicenter chosen by you, our users. Let's take a sneak peek at what Neighborhood Match looks like today.
Neighborhood Match is a visual way of finding the perfect neighborhood for you. On the landing page, the first thing you enter is your epicenter. Epicenter is a place where you work at, go to school to, or any other place that you visit on a regular basis. The next thing you enter is how long you want to commute. So let's get started. So here on the map, we show you your epicenter as well as a heat map of where you would want to live. Green would be your perfect neighborhood, red not so much. Anything beyond the radar shown here are areas which are beyond your commute distance. Well, commute is great, but that's not the only criteria people have. The current price range is too broad for me, so let me narrow it down to something more affordable. So now I find that all the neighborhoods along the waterfront have become red because they are not within my price range. I can add more filters based on what I want in my neighborhood. So I'd like my neighborhood to be walkable, so let me add walk score to my neighborhood filter. And now I find that on the east side, all of the neighborhoods have become red except for a few small walkable neighborhoods. Now on the right hand side, I can see the top results. Currently my top result is Crossroads. I can add more filters and let me add nightlife as another filter. And now my top result neighborhood is Capitol Hill. I could zoom in and that would take me to a more detailed map of Capitol Hill. Here I can see houses which are for sale, apartments for rent, and additional information that may be relevant for me, such as schools. Going back, I could also click on Capitol Hill, and that would give me a small summary information about the site, as well as information about a neighborhood expert. So if I try to contact the neighborhood expert, it gives me their small bio, a telephone number, as well as an email contact form. I could also click on Capitol Hill details page, and that gives me a lot more in-depth information to help me make my decision of which neighborhood I want to live in. Here we have photos and videos about the neighborhood, as well as in-depth statistics, information about schools, reviews, as well as homes for sale and for rent. We may even have a blog which is powered by the local residents of Capitol Hill. So I can continue to add more filters to my search till I find the best neighborhood that I'm looking for. So that is Neighborhood Match, a personalized view of the perfect neighborhood for you.
The neighborhood team came together as a part of Venture Lab at Stanford. Across all of us, we have about 60 years of combined experience. We have lived across and worked across 4 continents and worked in 6 previous startups as a team. We've also had 14 relocations across our team members and are really committed to excellence and making this the best service possible for you. In terms of our business model and costs, our market opportunity today lies at about 9.2 billion per year, and our revenue model is based on three primary things. Firstly, realtor leads, secondly, apartment rental leads, and thirdly, display advertising. In terms of our business model viability, our projections and estimates are based off of 300,000 unique users per month to be achieved by the second year of launch. We are in ongoing conversations with Redfin and have confirmed partnerships with Estately as well as SeattleRentals.com. Our biggest risk today that we're working on is around customer acquisition costs and really nailing down our customer acquisition story and any other risks associated with that. In terms of our costs, as you can see on the right side of the slide, there is the cost as well as the revenue model laid out. So in terms of our business model viability, if you see our projected year 2 profit estimate comes out to be 280,000. Moving on, in terms of our market, we're divided into 6 main segments to pursue our marketing channels. The first one being affiliate marketing, and this is where our partners like Redfin, Estately, and SeattleRentals.com would play in terms of increasing our user reach. Then there is the social media marketing, where we plan to run campaigns and contests on social media sites like Facebook, like Pinterest, and attract user attention. The third strategy is around having SEM and running Facebook and Google ads. The fourth strategy is around email marketing, and this is primarily targeted towards our leads. We also plan to partner with our media partners. And then lastly, we plan to tap into local community associations, which will help us get into the neighborhood and really be able to connect with our end users. As you can see, a bulk of our target user reach is across affiliate marketing, which is 44%, and social media marketing, which is 39%. This is just another detailed view into our different channels, like we discussed, where we have affiliate channels and partners, and running contests and having webinars across social media, as well as doing email marketing with Zillow Realtor listing. Moving on onto our sales strategies and our sales funnel, really the idea is to identify leads based off of realtors. And so once a realtor comes in, we're going to have a lead for that particular agent. The first sales call is going to be made in order to reach out to this particular realtor, and we are going to offer a 1-month free trial for them to actually be listed on Neighborhood Match. The next step then involves actually having the agent receive leads from Neighborhood Match, and receiving potential customers who might be willing to go ahead and either purchase homes or be interested in neighborhood information from this particular agent. Once the agent's leads convert, we're able to project value and we're able to provide revenue to these realtors and real estate agents. And at that point, we have a compelling proposition for these agents to really subscribe with us. We charge them an initial subscription fee to be listed with us for 3 months, and beyond that, they are in charge of their conversions. In terms of reaching out to realtors, we have a couple of strategies that we put in place. Apart from cold calling, we also plan to tap into our LinkedIn groups. We plan to advertise on Active Brain, get connected with realtor spokespersons, and also partner with other websites that might be related to real estate. Moving on to our partners and allies, we divided our partners and allies into partners which have high or fits and partners which are high or low in terms of their feasibility for us to access them. In dividing our partners and our allies, we've identified 4 key partners that would make not only our user acquisition story be very solid, but would also really help shape our data feeds as well as our prototype and our product in the future. So the partners that we think are high benefit as well as highly accessible are Redfin, Estately, Equity Residential, as well as SeattleRentals.com. of these 4 partners, we have already received agreements from Estately as well as SeattleRentals.com, and are looking to partner with them as soon as we're close to launch. Moving on to our funding strategy, really we have it in 3 tiers at this point. We have a minimum viable product that we plan to ship in the first 6 months, which will be a pilot in Seattle. The second phase would be the next 2 years of the product development cycle, where we would plan to scale out to 10 cities, and then in the next 3 years we would scale out to 100 cities. In terms of the phases that we would have for each of these cycles, for the 6 months we would have a bootstrap product development, and we would highly depend on our partnerships for our traffic. As we are targeting a ballpark of trying to generate a revenue of about 32.5 thousand per year, and projecting a reach of 60,000 customers through us next 2 years. Once we have the minimum viable product and really start looking at scale, we're looking at about 800,000 per year in terms of cash requirements. Our projected annual revenue at that point would be 1.95 million per year, and we would have approximately 3.6 million visitors at that point. In terms of our risks, one of the key risks is around user acquisition and maximizing the partnership and syndication model. The great thing about that is that we already have partners in Estately as well as SeattleRentals.com at this early stage, and so we're very positive about our long-term reach in terms of trying and reaching out partners and solidifying this user acquisition strategy. In terms of our lead quality, we do want to focus our user acquisition on highly interested users. We also plan to extend leads to multiples, where we will have rentals, movers, relocation specialists, and so we can bring in revenue from these service providers. We do want to build exclusive partnerships and get to the top markets faster, and so we are an agile team, and we're addressing that with our speed of execution, as well as our commitment to excellence. In summary, Neighborhood Match is a personalized experiential service to help you find the perfect neighborhood that meets your needs. We are in a conceptual stage, and we are actively working on our user acquisition and our lead quality story. We would love to receive your support in making this product come to life, and we look forward to hearing from you. So please do share your thoughts, and we would love to hear from you and answer your questions. You can email us at contactneighborhoodmatch@gmail.com. That's again contactneighborhoodmatch@gmail.com, and we look forward to finding that perfect neighborhood for your next relocation.